Happy New Year, everyone. All right. So it's a new year, and then it's good to start off with uh, some study session things I do. So one of a programming language that I use the most is Python. So I figure let's go over Python from the beginning, and then I just create a video tape of this. Some I'm pretty sure some will help out somebody who's just starting to learn Python. To start, the Python is created in 1991 by this Dutch programmer. He didn't name after Python the snake. He named after Monty Python Flying Circus. This was comedy show in British. So latest version of Python is 3.0. It released 2008. So Python is like right now most popular language. It's a general purpose language. It's very simple to understand. It's like a English like a syntax. It's very easy for even kids. I taught my both my sons Alec and Alan Python like when they were in elementary. And they they are able to learn very easily, quickly. So any if any of you kids wanna go into computer science or data science field, Python should be like a very first language that you should introduce your children. Okay, so I use Python on like automation. This is something, as a cloud engineer, cloud architect, DevOps engineering, like Linux administration. Automation is a critical piece of my work. So I want computer to do my work. So I have to create automation, and then Python is just like a perfect language to do it. And then since I study data science, Python is became really popular because it have so much like built-in libraries. they their community created for the data science. That's why like popularity of Python just exploded like last couple years because there's AI and then data science. So this advantage of Python is like slower, let's say, compared to Go or C or Java, which is compile language. Python, you know, it executes. It's not compile language. It's interpreted language. So that's why it's much slower. So a lot of times you create the Python to test something, prototype, and then let's say if somebody's gonna create the enterprise level the applications, you're not gonna do it in Python. You're gonna do it in C++ or Java. Okay? But Python is like something it's really quick to test. You know. Okay, another disadvantage is high memory consumption because it it executes when you run it, and then runtime errors. This means it's like you don't know if you're gonna have an error unless like you run it. So that's why this Jupyter notebook is kind of really good, because you can run just a section of code, you know. All right. So this is my website, Python questions. So this session, I just gonna go over like 5 Python questions. Only way you actually gonna learn. I mean, this is like one way I learn the Python, understand it is by solving it myself, without looking up answers. I do use like Google's Gemini or ChatGPT, if I'm stuck, how to solve like a certain part of the program, but order, anybody really gonna learn the Python is like solving the problem, so this is I put the links. I'm gonna put the links, like I'm gonna commit this on my GitHub, so when you just download the GitHub, they should have all the links, so you don't have to write down all this, right? So this is my website. It's mikeyoum.com. So it's Python questions. So this question, so I just gonna go over 10 questions today. So it going from easy to like a medium, so I number it, and then also my the GitHub. This is my GitHub. So when you clone my repo, you should have everything that you need to test it out. Okay, so I'm gonna use this Python one here. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna base on this session from the HackerRank. Actually, this is really good site. Then after you sign up, it's free. You don't have to pay. So our very first question was this. Okay, let's go to very first question. So, actually, let's go to this. So Python. So this is a graph of how popular the Python became like last couple years. So this is graph of how popular a programming language was. So like a very top used to be probably Java, right? Used to be a Java and C++, and this one is like Perl. So this like 2000, like 15 years ago, so this is how most people used programming language at that time. This is Python right here. So not too many people use Python. And then right here, this was like 2003. It went up crazy. The Python went up because 2022, ChatGPT was released. And then inside the Python is like a huge amount of built-in library for AI, the data science. That's why the Python usage is skyrocketed. And then as you can see, the Java is down now. So actually, you can make a living just knowing the Python ins and out. Okay. All right. So very first question. Let's go through this together. So. So first question is gonna be it's like arithmetic operations. So it's basically addition, subtraction, and stuff. So this one came off this one here. So I already. So it's gonna tell you the task. what you have to do. So this is like a code given A and B. So you're gonna insert like for example, you put 3 and 5. It's gonna print 8 minus 2 and 15. And then this is like constraints, like the integer have to be less than 10 and so on. But you don't have to put this in. So example will be like a 3 and 2. Your output's gonna be 5, 1, 6. And the way it's you get this output is like a 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 minus 2 equals 1. 3 times 2 equals 6. So basically you have to put your code. So I'm gonna put a code here. Thing about Python is like you have to have right tabs, like the if statement here. You don't actually need to put a if statement, and then so basically users gonna input A, users gonna enter B, and then if it's gonna A is greater than 1, and then less than 10 power of 10. So that's huge amount. I don't know what the number is. It's just gonna print A plus B, A minus B, A times B, and then you just run code here. And then it says, all right. So basically it's testing this program's gonna insert numbers here, and then I see if we're gonna test. And then or you can actually submit the code. So when you submit the code, and it's gonna do a lot more almost like a unit test. And then when you pass, and you go on to the next one. So so let's get here. Okay. So it is easier to develop the code from your notebook here, and then test on the website, because when you develop here, then you actually know if you got it right or wrong. So when you run it, so the first one's 3, you enter 3 and 5, and then you gotta say 8 minus 2 and 15, right? So right here it says you put 3 and 5. Yeah, there you go. 3, if you put 3 and 5, 8 minus 2 and 15. Okay. So best way for anybody to learn is just go to my website here and copy down all these questions, and then you come to your browser, try to solve it, and then you got what do you think what you already got, and then you come back to this website, HackerRank, and then you insert your the program and run it, if if it's gonna pass or not. And then this one have a lot of programs. Some of them is hard, some is medium. So there are like tons of small problem to solve. It have different languages that you can practice. So right now I'm just doing Python. So I'm gonna go through all this practice, and then I'll pick out things that it's good skill to learn, and then I'm gonna put it in my website. So come to my website, download all this question, and then try to create solve the problem with the Python, and then I'll go to my website. Okay. So first one is like went through together. So second question is if I else. So this is kind of like a beginning, so it's good for somebody who is studying programming, so this one is if else. So basically, if n is odd, print where. If n is odd and range between 2 and 5, not where. So basically, just try, it's gonna teach when if it's if and else, and then print and so on. So this is my. Okay. So let's go to the website here. So if you look at the if else statement here. What is it? Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, so this is this if else statement here, right? So all right. So this is the code. So this first part is given right here, right? So you just have to develop the last the other part of it, right? So let's go through this code. So the user's gonna input, it's gonna strip, So the way that a user's gonna input is 1n, right? One number. And if n is even, so this is a modifier. So like you divide by 2. If it's 0, that means it's even. Yeah, it says if it's odd, then where. So right here, it's even, then it's gonna do this operation. But if it's not even, then I'm just gonna print where and then stop. Okay. So if it's even, then our range have to be 2 and 5, right? So if a range is 2 greater than 2, less than 5, then it's gonna print not where, right? If even is a range from 6 and then 20, this is print where. Even is greater than 20, then not where. That's it. So basically a bunch of if and else statement. So inside the if, even odd, first thing is when you look at this, okay, you have to separate even and odd. Okay, so this is range, and this is range. Okay. All right. Let me see. I guess I can run this. So example will be like 24. And it's supposed to print not where, right? So you put 24 and I print not where. Okay. All right. So let's go to third problem. So third problem is like arithmetic operator. So basically a calculator, right? So you're gonna build a calculator. So let's go to this Python here, arithmetic operator. So Okay, so this code is given. Actually, this is my code. No, no, that's not it. Oh, okay. Okay, I got it wrong. I was going downwards. So we did this already. So next one is number 3. Okay. Okay, this is number 3. Okay, number 3 is it's loops. Okay. So let's take a loops here. All right, so this code is given. So user's gonna enter n, and then basically it's gonna go through 5 loop 5 times, and then looks like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So 0 times 0, 1 times 1, 2, like because of the loop's gonna go 5 times. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because all the Python always start with a 0, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you look at the output and then how we came to this. So it looks like 0 times 0, 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4. Okay, so it looks like that was the code. So okay, so this is my code here. Put, okay, so if n is larger than 1, less than 20, then I go through this for loop. So for loop num in range of n. So n is like let's say 5. You're gonna put 5 in there, and you're just gonna 5 times like n is gonna go through. Actually, let me show this one here. So put a comma here, and then I just do print. Okay, put 5. Wow. Okay, not print num. Okay, 5. All right, so right now I'm just going, I put enter the n and enter here. Have to be greater than 1 and then less than 20, which is true. So it's gonna go to next statement. This is for loop. It's gonna go to the loop range of n. So n is 5. So it's gonna go through 0 to 4 because all the Python Python start with 0, right? So it's going through this, right? So I comment out the multiplication, so let's say I comment out this, and run it, put 5, 0, 1, 4, 9, 16. So when you go here, so when you put enter 5, output is supposed to be 0, 1, 4, 9, 16. Okay, so which looks good. So I'm gonna check it. Sure, good. And then you submit the code, and then it looks good. You passed. Okay. So that's how you do it. Okay. So next question, number 4 question. It's a little complicated. So uh, this one, so Python is like it does get complicated as you learn more and more, you know. But once you understand how it works, then it's really interesting. Like really good tool to solve problem. So this one is a little bit complicated, but trying to understand, what it's trying to say. Okay, so leap year, so on leap year, every like extra day every 4 years, they added on the February 16th, right? So because the it takes just a little bit more than 365 days, for the Earth to rotate around the sun. That's why we add every 4 years one leap year. So if the year is evenly divided by 4, it's a leap year. Okay, unless it's divided by 100 and it's not a leap year. And then I also divide by 400, it is leap year. So you kind of have to like look into this problem, and then trying this basically is gonna be all like if else statement, right? So let's look at the problem here. So leap year. Where's the leap year? This leap year. Okay. All right. So this is leap year. Okay. So basically, you wrote this function, right? So function is a leap year, and then you're supposed to write the function. Okay. So this is my function right here. I wrote it. Okay. So right here is a wiggly sign here. So which means it did not line up. So you have to actually line up. So this is function when true. Okay, and then you print out if it's false or true. Okay, so let's run it here. So let's say 2020. Actually, let's do some search. Let's go to like a ChatGPT. Show me leap year 2000 to 2050. Okay, so let's put 2024, right? So 2024, true. All right. So you run it again. Let's say 2023, false. All right, I think you got the idea. Okay. All right. So next question is number 5. Number 5 is a print function. Number 5. Actually, it's easy problem, so let's go through number 5. Okay, number 6 is a list. Okay, this is pretty interesting code, right? Okay, number 6. Okay, list comprehension, right? So this one is pretty complicated, I think. Number 6, list comprehension. Okay. All right. So okay. So users gonna input X, Y, Z, and N. X, Y, Z, and N. So this is coordination of cuboid. Cuboid. So it's like a square of coordinates, right? So users gonna enter one, like you have x, like 3-dimensional coordinates, x, actually x, y, and z, and 1, 1, 2. So and then here, I think it's easier. Let me just go ahead and show the code. Right. So code is this. So this is code. It's gonna users gonna input X, Y, and Z, and N, right? So right here. So initially it's pretty confusing what it's trying to say, but you kind of have to think about what is they are saying, so basically it's gonna go through the whole loop, and then you let me see if go to n, it says x, I, j, k is not equal to n, so this is the n. So x, y, z is not equals to n. So the code itself is fairly simple. So this is the code. User input x, y, and z, and this is coordination of a list, and it's gonna go to the range of from x2 plus 1, and then let's just run this, right? So it was 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, right? So I'm gonna enter 1, 1, 2, 3. So this is actually the answer, right? So this part you have to let's say if comment out this one. Actually, if I comment it out, I have to all right. 1, 1, 2, 3. So this is all possible permutation of this list of x, y, and z when its x is 1, 1, 2, right? So this n is like it doesn't have to be match. So this is the code when it's not matching. So this is all permutations, and then when you enable this part, when you run it again, 1, 1, 2, 3, and this is the answer. Okay, so let's go ahead and submit the code here. Okay, passed. Let's submit the code. It's doing all this unit tests. So like a possible cases, it's testing it. So though this is like almost like in company the QA, what the QA will be doing, like a QA doing all these possible scenarios, testing the code, make sure code is good. So like this will be QA job of like creating all these possible cases and create this unit test. Okay, so just go through this code and then try to understand, like trying to see what this problem is, and then what this code actually gonna solve that problem is. Okay, so let's go to next one. It's gonna be 7, right? So 7. Okay. 7 is find the runner-up score, right? So let's go to here. Find the runner-up score. Okay. All right. So this one. So users gonna enter a 2 inputs. This is 5. N equals 5, and then our next one is gonna be list of 5 numbers, like a list. Okay, so the answer, the problem that we are trying to solve on this one is like you order the number of scores, like for the other schools, right? So one school, 2, 3, 6, 6, 5, and then when you order it, the maximum is 6, right? But next maximum is 5. So when it's easy for us to say, well, there are 2 6s, but let's say there are like hundreds of this, we cannot just see what it is what. That's why we need to create a code to do this, and then you have to, like, let's say if there are duplicate, that means you have to remove it, right? Remove this duplicate and order it. So let's go through the exercise here. Okay, so let's go to my code here. Okay, user is gonna input, and then actually you can comment it out here. So was 5, 5, 2, 3, 6, 6, 5. That was 5, 2, 3, 6, 6, 5. Well, you can print it. 5, 2, 3, 6, 6, 5. Okay. So I just want to show we enter 2, 3, 6, 6, 5, right? So right now it's printing this map. It's gonna split these numbers individually and then create a list of 2, 3, 6, 6, 5, right? So so this part is just creating the list. Now I am this command, the unique number, it's gonna create a unique numbers. Yeah, it's gonna just get only unique numbers. So right here, you have a 2, 3, 2 6s. So you're only gonna get 1 6s. So unique 5, 2, 3, 6, 6, 5. Oh shoot! It didn't. Okay, maybe. All right, let's 5, 2, 3, 6, 6, 5. Okay. All right. So I have to have a space, because it's splitting between blank, it's splitting on blank spaces, right? So it's when you before this set here, list set, and then argue like array of a list here. So this one you only took 1 6 out there, right? And then let's take this one out. Now it's sorting it. This one is gonna reversely sort. So let me show you what it means. Five, 2, 3, 6, 6, 5. Okay, so now it's reversing it. Before it was 1, 3, 5, 6. Now it's 6, 5, 3, and 2. Okay, and then the problem of solving the question is like find the runner up. So runner up. So when you reverse sort this, now it's now backwards, right? It's largest first, and when you let's take this thing out. When you print the position 0, it's gonna print 6. So 5, 2, 3, 6, 6, 5. So it's gonna print 6, right? Very first one. But the question was find the runner-up, which means the second place. So that's why in Python position 1 is the second guy, right? So we'll say 5, 2, 3, 6, 6, 5. So it's 5. Okay. So let's go ahead and enter the code here. Run the code. Passed. Okay. Submit the code. Everything good. All right. So let's go to number 8. Okay, so this is kind of interesting question. So number 8 is this one questions right here. And then last list. So given the name of grade each student in the class and score. So basically users gonna input this 5, Harry, and their scores. And then they try to find the second lowest grade person. So users gonna input this, and then a second lowest we can just since we don't have a lot of numbers, we can take a look here. So lowest is this Tina, 37.2. So next lowest is 37.21, but there are two people, Harry and Barry. So that's why the output was Harry and Barry. But since this one have to be alphabetical order as well. So in the program I don't want to just continuously enter this. So what I did was I set the variables here like this. So I put n, so like I don't have to enter it, so it's just gonna get the n is 5, and then a student. So this is an input that I would have to enter all the time, but I don't have to if I put the variable inside, right? Find the runner-up score. So this is the problem. Okay, so no, not this one. So this will be nested list. Okay, so I don't want to enter this all the time, right? So that's why the user's gonna enter one n and then a score. So this n is a for loop. It's gonna go through like a so this case right here is gonna have 5. So user gonna this for loop's gonna go 5 times, and I have to enter this 5 times all the time. I don't want to do that. So that's why I set the n equals 5, and then I'll put all these students here. And then I'm sorting based on their score is gonna be this. Okay. So so this is students, right? So I'm gonna sort based on the x0, right? So x0 is let me see. X0 is so this is a position 0. It's his name. So I'm gonna sort based on the name, like alphabetical order. That's why A, B, H, H, and T. And I don't want to do that. I want to sort based on the score, right? So then you have to put 1 here, right? So now I am sorting based on score of the student, right? So it's 37.2, 37.21, 37.21, 36, 39, and 41, right? So the problem was find the lowest grade, and then there are 2 lowest grade. It's gonna be Harry, and it's gonna be second from the lowest. not the lowest, but the second from the lowest, which gonna be 2, Harry and Barry. And even that, you have to like alphabetically order it, so there are few things that you have to, get it working here. So let me just copy my code here. Right. All right. So this is called find the lowest grade. This gonna be I'm creating the new list, and then I'm using for loop of students, and then unique underscore. Okay, so this set is gonna find the unique. So right now we have the 2 users, Harry and Barry, have a same score. So this part, it's gonna find the unique, and then from that, based on that, it's gonna sort it out. So basically, this part is trying to find the second lowest score. Okay, so when you got the second lowest score, now you can go through for loop over this whole user, and then trying to find the who have that the lower score. So when you run it, it's gonna print Harry and Barry. But let's take a look. But even output is have to be Barry and Harry. So this is not correct. So you have to be sorted properly. It's either not sorted properly. So you have to. It didn't work here because I didn't sort it here. Right. The student. Oh, we didn't sort it. Okay. All right. So I think that this should work. So basically, I wanna sort by the name first, and then I create a score, find the second lowest score, and then find the who have that score. If there are only one is gonna print out. All right, let's see if this works. Okay, so right here, I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but we'll see. All right, so okay, Unix score, so this score, and second lowest. Let's take over this unnecessary stuff here. Okay, so this part, there's gonna be for loop. It's gonna go through 5 times. 5 times, and why is this one divider? Students. Oh, okay. Okay. So I think see if this works. Okay. Let's submit this. Okay, passed. All right. So that code worked. So basically, this program's gonna insert 5, and then all these variables here, and this for loop's gonna go through. This part is gonna sort their names based on the alphabetical names, and then I create a list of scores here, and then I'm gonna go through that student list one at a time, and then it's gonna append the score, and then from that score it's gonna find the unique set. So these are those scores here, and then since this 3721 have the same, so it's gonna find a unique set of it, and this part it's gonna sort it. It's gonna sort from the lowest highest, and then actually it is kind of sort from lowest to highest. So second lowest is gonna be very lowest is gonna be 0. Position 0 is gonna be lowest. Second lowest gonna be position 1. So that's why the second lowest is there. And it's gonna go through the whole student list again, and then it's gonna try to find that second lowest, and then it's gonna put in it. Okay. All right. So we got 2 more. So as you can see, Python sometimes get confusing. It get confused really quick. But once you try to figure it out, there are a lot of things you can do with Python. Okay. So finding the percentage. Okay, so finding the percentage. Okay, so this one is number 9. All right, so number 9, finding the percentage. All right, so the user's gonna create a dictionary value of key value pairs and the name and marks. Right? Example would be alpha 20, 30, 40, beta 30, 50, 70, and then query the beta, and then it's gonna find the average score of that, right? So here is the sample input, right? So user enter n is 3, which means that 3 people. User is gonna enter 3 names, and then 3 score. Actually, it's gonna enter all these 3, and then when the last one, you wanna know the average score of that person, right? So this is code given. Okay, so if you look at here, this is the code given. Now your task is to find the, the so right now is like just two. It's very short, right? But let's say list is like a thousand of them, right? You don't want to enter one by one, right? So that's why you create you create a program to read from CSV file, because you don't want to enter all the time, right? So you can convert the CSV file into the variables that you need. Okay, so order for to accomplish this, this is like how I test it. Okay, so you're not gonna just get it right, just one code. So you have to do a lot of tests. So what I did was this, okay, I don't want to enter all this all the time. So I put n equals 2, and then I create a dictionary of two people, Harry and this guy. Not Harry, Harsha. So this this basically is the code, right? So user is gonna enter n, and then it's creating student marks. This is a curly bracket. This is a dictionary. It's gonna go through the for loops, gonna be in range of 3. So it's gonna go 3 times, and then users gonna enter name, score, and then it's gonna add into the dictionary of student marks. And query input. So this query input is like this third person, right? When the third person is gonna query, and it's gonna find the average score of that third person. Okay. So let me see. So the way I did it was like this. Okay, let's just take it out thing here. Yeah. Okay. Let me see if that works. Okay. Indentation. All right. Yeah. Thing about Python is you have to be always right indentation. Okay. So let's just make change to the code. Let's add some more people. So I'm gonna put say like 3, 1. Then let's put Mike. Okay. And then I want to find Alec, average score of Alec, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have 4 people. So I'm gonna change this into a 4. Okay. Um, so this uh, actually we don't need this and why? Let's go in. I don't think so, but just run it anyways. Okay. So first one, it's gonna print the student mark. So in Python, you don't want to enter manually like this. So a lot of times we have a data in CSV file or whatever format. So CSV file will be like this, right? So like previously, so format's gonna be like this, and then a Python just gonna read all this, and then create dictionaries like this and so on. So basically, this program, this code is gonna do is just create a number and then a total. So it's gonna just accumulate how many scores. So 1, 2, 3, right? So number is gonna be one every time you go through this for loop. It's gonna 1, 2, and 3. Total is gonna just calculate this total, and then this part is just total of score divided by number of tests, and then this part is gonna print by 2 decimal points, because that's how they want it here, right? So let's go ahead and then I enter here. Let's see. I think this should work. All right. So this one user is gonna enter. So example right here, it's gonna be 3, and then this gonna create empty dictionary set here, and then this for loop's gonna go through 3 times, and then the user is gonna enter this 3 times, and name, and then it's gonna enter all this into a list of a score, creating a dictionary. And this finally query name is like the person that you wanna get the average of that person. And this part is just just calculating the total score, right? So you setting number equals 0, total equals 0. It's gonna go through the dictionary of student marks, and then you're just gonna add. Let me see. I think okay, because we are only doing 1 person, so this will work. Okay, so that worked. Okay, so everything passed. Okay, so so that was how to get the student score. Okay. So last question, last problem that we want to solve is so last problem is the list of manipulating the list right here, right? So this is all inputted. So basically, that condition is creating the list. You insert, print, remove, append, sort, pop, reverse. So input example is gonna be like this: 12. So user is gonna go to 12 times. Insert index 0, insert 5, index 1, 10, index 0, 6, and print. So you're gonna print 6, 5, 10. Remove 6, it's gonna remove 6, append 9. So remove 6, append 9, append 1, and then a sort. It's gonna sort it out and print. And it's gonna pop. When it does pop, you're gonna pop the last element from the list. So last element of the list was 10. And then it's gonna reverse. So it was 1, 5, 9. It's gonna reverse. It's gonna 9, 5, 1, and then print. Okay. So this case, this time, you have to write bunch of cases when it's pop, when it's reverse, and so on, right? So this is how I did that one here. I want to make sure the code works. Okay, so actually the code works. Select. Okay, so everything works. Let's go to the code here. All right, so user gonna enter number. So in this case, gonna be 12. User gonna enter 12, and then I create a empty list. You have no list right now. So this for loop's gonna go 12 times and asking the users. User's gonna enter insert 0, 5. So this gonna split this this into 3 fields, right? So very first word is gonna be operations. If operation is insert, it's gonna do this. It's gonna be print, and it's gonna do this. If it's gonna remove, then remove gonna do this, and so on. So very first one is insert 0, 5. So here is insert. So it's gonna take out the first word, which is gonna be insert. So it's gonna create the index of 0, and number is gonna be second number. So it's gonna be, this is 0, 1, 2, right? So that's why the index is 1, number is 2, operation is 0 here. 0, 1, 2 from the list when you split it. So this is the inserting into the list. So initially I have an empty list here. It's gonna index 0, and I'm gonna insert a number 5. Right. So next operation, insert 1 and 10. So go to insert. Now it's gonna index 1 and 10. Next one is gonna be index 0 and 6 and print. So right here, very first one, put 5. Second one, I insert 10. So third one, I'm gonna insert index 0, number 6. So initially have 5 and 10. Index 0 is gonna be very from. So it's gonna be 6, 5, 10, and they did print here. And now second command is remove. So so came here. Operation is now remove, so it's gonna do this. So yeah, what it's gonna remove? It's gonna remove 6. So from so this is the list I have right here. So now I'm gonna remove 6. So 6 is gone. Now I'm gonna append 9. So append is this statement here. Now I'm gonna append 9. I'm gonna append 1. So I append 9, I append 1, and I'm gonna sort it. So this operation sort is just gonna sort the list. So now it's gonna sort from lowest to highest, and then after that print. And when they do pop, so this is pop. Pop is just popping the last element from the list, which is gonna be a 10. And then so when you pop this, it's gone. Now 159, it says reverse. So now reverse is just this command here, reversing the list and print. Okay. So this unit test, it's not just testing for this variable. I'm sure what they did was like they have some other variable they're gonna enter. I don't know what they are, but if your code is correct, that it's gonna run this test. Okay. All right, that's all I got. I'm gonna split this into a 2.